Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Microbial World. Today we will be learning about food spoilage. We will be discussing the various causes of food spoilage, types of microorganisms involved, factors influencing spoilage and how to prevent it. Food spoilage refers to undesirable changes in food that makes it unfit for human consumption. These changes can be in appearance, texture, taste, odor, or nutritional value. Spoiled food may become unsafe to eat due to the growth of harmful microorganisms or the production of toxins. So, what is exactly food spoilage? It is a process by which food becomes unsafe or undesirable to eat due to the changes caused by microorganisms such as bacteria, mold, or yeast, or because of the enzymes in the food itself or chemical reactions. Now, when a food spoils, its taste, smell, texture, and appearance changes. For example, sour milk, slimy meat, or moldy bread. The nutritional quality of the food also decreases when it spoils. Now let us look into the various causes of food spoilage. Microbial spoilage. As we already said, microorganisms are the primary cause of most of the food spoilage. It is caused by bacteria, molds, and yeast. Microbes break down food components, producing off odors, slime, gas, or discoloration. Many bacteria grow in moist, nutrient-rich foods, producing unpleasant odors, slime, or toxins. For example, Pseudomonas causes slime in meat and Lactobacillus makes milk sour. Molds are fungi that grow on bread, fruits, and cheese. They produce visible fuzzy patches and may release toxins, that is, mycotoxins. For example, green mold on bread. Yeast grow in sugary moist foods and cause fermentation. For example, fermentation of fruit juice producing alcohol and gas. Now, why does this happen? This is because microbes multiply when food has moisture, nutrients, and suitable temperature. Enzymatic activity. Enzymes that are naturally present in the food continue working even after harvest or slaughter, causing the breakdown of food. They break down food molecules, leading to softening, color changes, and off flavors. In fruits and vegetables, enzyme causes ripening, over-ripening, and decay. For example, bananas turning brown and mushy. In meat and fish, enzymes break down proteins, causing soft texture and off odors. Now, this happens because, as we know, enzymes are biological catalysts. Without proper storage, such as refrigeration or blanching, they will speed up the spoilage process. Chemical reactions. Some spoilage occurs due to non-microbial chemical changes. This involves chemical reactions like oxidation. Fats and oils become rancid when exposed to air, leading to bad taste and odor. For example, old cooking oil smelling bad. Maillard reaction can cause browning and flavor changes in stored foods. Now, Maillard reaction is a chemical reaction between amino acids from proteins and reducing sugars that happens when food is heated, giving it a brown color and rich flavor. Examples are golden crust on bread, grilled meat, or roasted coffee. Insect and rodent infestation. Insects and rodents damage food and spreads microorganisms. They cause physical damage, contamination with droppings, and faster microbial growth. Examples are grain weevils. Grain weevils are small beetles that damage stored grains such as wheat, maize, barley, and rice. The most common name is Cytophilus granuarius. Another example includes rats in stored grains. Physical damage to food. Bruising, crushing, or improper handling allows microbes to enter and speed up the spoilage process. For example, bruised fruit spoils faster than intact fruit. Cracked eggs lets bacteria inside. Types of microorganisms in food spoilage. As we have already said, microorganisms that cause food spoilage can be grouped into three main types based on their nature and growth habits: bacteria, fungi, and viruses. Examples of bacteria that causes food spoilage includes Pseudomonas fluorescens causes slime on meat and fish. Lactobacillus species results in souring of milk. Clostridium botulinum causes spoilage and toxin production in canned foods. And Bacillus subtilis is responsible for ropey bread spoilage. Fungi includes molds and yeast, both of which can cause spoilage. Examples of molds include Aspergillus species causing mold on nuts, grain, and bread. Penicillium species causing mold on bread, cheese, and fruits. And Rhizopus stolonifer is a common bread mold. Examples of yeast include Saccharomyces cerevisiae resulting in fermentation in juices, and Candida species causing spoilage of syrups, fruit juices, and pickles. Viruses generally do not cause food spoilage directly because they cannot grow on food, but they can contaminate food and cause illness. Examples of viruses includes norovirus and hepatitis A virus that can cause contamination due to improper handling, poor hygiene, or through contaminated water. Factors influencing food spoilage. Moisture content. High water activity favors microbial growth. For example, fresh meat spoils faster than dry beans. Temperature. Warm temperatures can accelerate food spoilage. For example, meat that is kept at room temperature spoils quickly. pH level. Neutral pH foods are more prone to spoilage, whereas low pH foods, that is acidic conditions, can slow down bacterial growth but may allow fungi to grow, like citrus fruits resisting bacterial growth but can grow mold. Oxygen availability. Aerobic microorganisms need oxygen to grow on surface foods, whereas anaerobic microorganisms do not require oxygen and they can grow in sealed containers. An example is Clostridium botulinum growing in improperly canned food. Another factor is time. The longer the food is stored, there is a higher risk of food spoilage. Natural antimicrobial compounds. Some foods contain substances that can inhibit microbial growth. Examples include garlic, onion, clove. Now, garlic contains allicin, which can kill bacteria and fungi. Onion has sulfur compounds with antibacterial effect. Clove contains eugenol, a strong antimicrobial agent. Light is another important factor. It can cause oxidation of fats and fading of colors. For example, cooking oil turning rancid in sunlight. Prevention of food spoilage. Refrigeration at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius and freezing at minus 18 degrees Celsius or lower can slow down microbial growth, like storing milk in the fridge or freezing vegetables and meat. Drying or dehydration reduces moisture so microbes cannot grow. It can be sun drying, hot air drying, spray drying, or freeze drying. Examples include milk powder and dried fruits. Canning and bottling uses heat to destroy microbes and then seals to prevent contamination. Vacuum packaging removes air to prevent aerobic microbial growth. Using preservatives can help food last longer and prevents the growth of bacteria, fungi, or yeast. So, chemical preservatives such as sorbates or benzoates or natural preservatives such as salt, sugar, or vinegar can be used in foods to prevent microbial growth. Good hygiene and sanitation. Washing your hands, utensils and surfaces before handling, cleaning storage containers regularly, and removing spoiled food quickly to avoid contamination is very important. Proper packaging and storage. We should use airtight containers for dry goods and insect-proof bins for storing grains. Irradiation uses ionizing radiation to kill microbes and insects in food. Examples are spices and dried herbs. So this is all about food spoilage. I hope that the video was useful for everyone. Please do like and subscribe the channel for more informative videos. Thank you for watching.